Hey, what's up folks? Welcome back to Duster Bust. A little bit of a different format today. Today we're going to be talking about MOPAR High Impact Colors. So, Dodge has and MOPAR has a lot of really die-hard fans, as everybody knows. And one of the reasons that I think that is because the styling is really on point. They have some kick-ass looking cars, and I think the high impact colors are one of the ways that they really bring that to life. So with colors that really pop and also some really awesome names to match those colors, some awesome names like Go Mango, Top Banana, Pink Panther, some really interesting stuff out there. Some of the new ones too, Hell Raisin. So we're going to talk about some of these. We're going to do a little bit of a look of then and now. We're going to look at some resources that, I'm going to show you guys some stuff that you can go and do some further reading on your own. We're going to look at the new color lineup. We're going to talk about maybe some questionable choices in between. So, really the high impact was the late 60s, early 70s that are kind of those iconic muscle cars, those bright colors. And obviously today there's some really cool stuff rolling around. Some of those mid-70s ones I think are a little different, but it is what it is. Then we're going to talk about some resources for finding what your original car color was, along with looking at the lineups for every year. There's some good resources out there that also link into how to order, at least the method that I found easiest to order the true impact color of your choice and make sure that you get the exact right color. And then we're going to close out with talking about the Duster that I'm working on. So the Duster bus car, as I like to call it. So the 74 Plymouth Duster 360. I'm going to talk about what my plans are from a color scheme with that. And that'll wrap us up. So before we do that, a quick note on the channel. So my name is Marcos. I am an amateur. I wanted to get into car restoration, car building. I have not done it before. This is kind of my jump in, and you got to get things started. You got to learn as you go. So this is really my learning experience, and then I use this channel to document the different things that I learn, and hopefully that both helps inspire other people to get started on their projects, and also I share the learnings that I get, both good and bad, so the things that I screw up and the things that go well. So in this case, I think this is one of the things that's pretty cool, so I just wanted to share this with everybody. So if that sounds interesting to you, down below, click subscribe. That way you'll get all the, you can learn from my mistakes. So, and also hit the bell and you'll get notified whenever I post new videos, which I try to do every week. All right, let's get into it. So I'm gonna first go through this article that I just think is awesome. It's on dodgegarage.com. And you can also, I'll link it below, but you can also just type in MOPAR High Impact Colors, and it's going to bring you to this article. So I'm just going to highlight a couple things here. I'm not going to read the article to you guys. You guys all know how to read. So going through, finding some of these, I had a little bit of trouble with, so that's where we're going to get into some of those resources later. But we go through, they had some really cool names. Not only were they really colors that pop and look awesome, but they had some great names. Plum Crazy, Hemi Orange, Pink Panther, Sassy Grass, Sublime, Go Mango. Now I don't have them all memorized, but also in the Dodge Plymouth lineup, a lot of times they used the same color, but it had a different name based on if it was, the Dodge lineup or the Plymouth lineup. The Plymouth tended to have a little more off-the-wall names, like the Sassy Grass. The Dodge lineup had to have kind of a more racing type name. So this one here, the Go Mango, is one of my favorite colors. It is vitamin C on the Plymouth badge, but it's the exact same color. Now we got some butterscotch, bright green, Top Banana, also another one of my favorites. The Plymouth variant of that was Lemon Twist, and that was out for a number of years. We're going to come back to this in a few minutes. All right, so let's think, if you had money to burn and wanted to go buy a car today. So I think this is really cool that they're still doing this. It was successful for them back in the 60s, early 70s, and now you still see some of these really, hot, iconic colors. So let's just go through. And these are high impact. They're not always racing oriented name, but they are an impactful name that, it's not black, it's pitch black. The this one I think is awesome. I'm not a huge fan of the color, but Hell Raisin, that's a pretty creative name. Granite, I think they dropped the ball on this one. Whoever approved Granite should be fired because this is pretty much the only one that doesn't have a fun name. So not sure what they were doing there. All right, triple nickel. Pretty cool. Better than silver. I think my Subaru, don't get me wrong, the Subaru is a great daily driver, but what color is it? I don't know. It's some kind of silver. It's not triple nickel. Oh, indigo. So obviously a capital go on the indigo. It's not just indigo, it's indigo. Frostbite. Octane red. Tor red. So this to me is one of the great ones. It's just a classic, aggressive, hot red. My buddy Pavel has a Charger in Tor red, and as a four-door car with car seats in it, booster seats, it still looks badass. So Tor red, always a win with Tor red. Like I said, Go Mango, one of my favorites, is just, it's a little silly, but it has that go in there that, you just want to go when you're in this car. Cinnamon Stick. So this is one that's not really racing oriented, but the way they spelled sin with the S-I-N, kind of makes you, you're going to go do something bad in it. So I think it's just a clever way to do it. Gold Rush. There's not one of my favorites, but it's pretty hard to have something cool with gold in it in the name. So I don't know, pretty good. All right, F8 green. I'll be honest, I don't understand what this is referring to, but probably something cool there. At least it's not just dark green or forest green or whatever other lame name. All right, white knuckle. I mean, it's just white, right? But just white is boring. White knuckle, it's like, hold on to your butt. It's cool. And finishing it out with Smoke Show, which, kind of cool. It just makes you think of like, you're going to be doing some burnouts and putting on a smoke show. So, again, cooler than just saying gray. So, cool colors back then, cool colors now. Some questionable stuff in the mid 70s in my opinion, but overall pretty good. So we'll come back to the questionable stuff, but let's go ahead and jump back to this real quick. So paint code, if you look at this number, you're looking at these two digits right here. So this is showing M3 on this screen. My Duster is a J6. It's a 1974 with a J6. So we're going to take that. We're going to go to the Auto Color Library, which I think is just a really cool resource. And if you go in, it basically has everything in here. So we're going to click on Classic Library. We're going to go to a 1974. And we're going to pick Plymouth. Here we go. All right, and we quickly see here is the Plymouth lineup for that year. So if I go and I look at my J6, I have the Avocado Gold. So, this is kind of where I think they made some weird choices in the mid 70s, staying with the times. I think we're all glad that this period of colors is over and we're back on those vibrant colors again. So I'm just gonna name off some of these. So we got the Silver Frost, we got Aztec Gold, Sunfire Yellow, Gold Fawn, Frost Green. So they're not impactful. They're not, you know, Sienna Poly, Dark Chestnut, Golden Haze. There's a lot of golds in here. Sahara Beige. I mean, they're okay, but they're kind of muted colors. You know, they're not that vibrant colors that they were before. So avocado gold here is the one that my Duster is. And I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the color, so I will be changing that. So what to do? You can find what your original color was. You can also find some other cool colors out there. What I chose to do was to look at the different, so I already have it open. If we go look at the different years, so this is the 1970 lineup. So here, you know, you got the Tor Red, you got the Lemon Twist, you got the the Vitamin C, which is that Go Mango. You got the Sassy Grass, Limelight. So this is, you know, my little Cuda here. Classic, you know, bright lime green color. So what you can do is you can find the color that you like, or if you like to keep it original, you take your other color. And then my recommendation is, as far as getting paint goes, so if we're at that same website, oh, looks like I accidentally closed it, but that's all right. We can get it back up again soon. TCP Global is, this is where I ordered my paint from. It was a pretty good experience. The customer service was great, and I was able to kind of click through and order everything online. I talked to the guy just to get some input on some stuff, and then yeah. So here we go, Restoration Shop, and they have a big lineup of stuff. So I'm not promoting them. I'm just saying that this is what I did. I'm in no way affiliated with them, but I found this to be a cool resource. Some of these have the same name, but if you really want to get the official one, then you don't want to just select one of these. These are cheaper, but if you really want to get the right official color, then you're going to want to go in and actually type it in by color code. All right, so once you have this, if you want to order through TCP Global, which I did, they were pretty good to work with, and it was easy. So I'm always a fan of easy. So let's say, let's just pretend that I wanted to go with the avocado gold again, just to redo that, do some touch-ups, whatever. I just go up here, I type in my J6, and that's going to give me paint J6, and clicking on here. Come on, let's go. Come on. All right, so here you are. If you can select the type of paint here, gallon, quart. I went with the acrylic urethane, and so far so good. So I'm still, I'm still working on it, but so far so good. So not the cheapest paint, but if I really wanted to make sure that I had exactly what I wanted. So you basically go in, fill out year, make, model, and the part number. So here I'd put in my exact color name. I would put in avocado gold, and chip formula, paint code, I would put in that J6. So that is what I recommend for whatever color you want to go with. So there you have it. All right, jumping back to the Duster. What are our plans for the Duster? I'm not a big fan of avocado gold. In general, I'm not a fan of the 74 lineup, but I do want it to be kind of, in the family. I want it to stay in the family and not just pick a random color. All right, so if you saw my video 2 weeks ago, you'd be able to see a little bit, because I started on the inside a little bit already, what color I chose to go with, and I opted to go with the Top Banana. Now, being a Plymouth, it's actually Lemon Twist. I prefer the name Top Banana, so I'm gonna call it Top Banana. So the Y1 code is what I'm going with. It is in the lineup. It was existing for a number of years on that car. So to me, it's kind of like if they did make that color in that year, that's what it would look like. The white stripes, you know, I had that 360 stripe package in white. They also, you can buy that in black, so I think I'm going to do a the kind of the classic 360 stripes, but I'm going to do those in a black. Haven't yet decided if I'm going matte or gloss. And then I may throw a stripe down the top of the car. I'm still playing around with the design on that. I have a lot of time before I need to figure that out because I'll probably do that last. All right, so closing out, drop me a comment. Let me know what's your favorite color. If you were doing a car, or if you're in the middle of doing a car, or if you were working on this Duster, what color would you go with? Would you opt to keep it original? Would you go with one of these classic colors? Or would you go with something totally new, you know, some sort of new shiny multi-stage paint job? You know, there's no wrong answer. It's a personal preference. There's you know, infinite possibilities out there, and ultimately, to me, I think it's about making the car your own and doing something that you just think is badass, and you know, you can go and show off afterwards of what you created. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.